Everything you dream of starts with one singular choice. And sometimes that choice makes no sense at all in the moment. Like when Kanye decided to run for president, or when Elon Musk thought, yeah, flamethrowers for civilians is definitely a great idea. The path to success, it's not a straight line, clearly. It's more like a Mario Kart race on Rainbow Road. Weird, chaotic, and filled with banana peels and unexpected detours. Maybe you're at a crossroads right now wondering, should I quit my job, start a podcast, try to become the next Joe Rogan? Or maybe should I start with something smaller, like deciding if you should text your ex at 2 a.m. because Mercury's in retrograde and closure feels urgent, whatever it is. The first step is always the weirdest. Look at The Rock. He went from shouting, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" to becoming the most motivational, pancake obsessed, tequila slinging human on the internet. He even bought the XFL for reasons no one fully understands, like what even is the XFL? But it all started with one choice, leaving wrestling to try Hollywood. And now he's out here rescuing people from imaginary jungle disasters on screen like it's an Olympic event. Or take Mr. Beast. At one point, that guy was sitting alone, live streaming himself, counting to 100,000 for no reason whatsoever. Fast forward a few years and now he's giving away private islands and $100,000 stacks like their Monopoly money. It all started with one bizarre idea and zero fear of looking ridiculous. One minute, people are asking, why is this guy watching paint dry? The next, he's worth $500 million. So here's the truth. Every legend has that moment where they just said, screw it. Bezos, he ditched his Wall Street gig to sell books out of his garage. Mark Cuban, he danced his heart out on Dancing with the Stars and supports Kamala Harris. And for some reason, he's on Shark Tank, handing out investment deals like candy. Even Oprah gave away Pontiacs to a crowd full of strangers, and now she could probably convince the world to buy jars of magic dirt if she wanted to. The lesson, it doesn't matter if your first move makes sense. What matters is that you actually make one. And let's be real, your first choice probably won't be perfect at all. It might even be embarrassing. You could start an alpaca farm thinking it'll turn into the next big thing, only to realize alpacas hate you and are allergic to Wi-Fi. Or maybe you quit your job to sell designer pet rocks on Etsy, only to discover your main customer is a guy named Gary who leaves 3-star reviews on everything. But you'll never know if it works unless you take that first step. That one ridiculous choice could be the domino that sets off a chain of events you never saw coming. Today, you're debating if you should try hot yoga or get into Gary Vee's newest NFT side hustle. Tomorrow, you could be running a kombucha empire from an off-grid treehouse, brainstorming your next move with Snoop Dogg at Coachella. The only thing standing between you and that weirdly awesome future, the choice you make right now, the decision that you make right now. And listen, if it doesn't work, at least you've got a wild story. Imagine sitting at a dinner party, casually telling someone, yeah, I tried opening a luxury candle store for hamsters. Didn't pan out, but hey, it smelled amazing. Now, that's a conversation starter. Meanwhile, the people who played it safe, they're stuck talking about which new flavor of LaCroix tastes the least like sadness. Don't be that person. Life's weird, but it rewards the people who roll with the weirdness. It's the ones who take that first step, no matter how random or awkward it is, who end up with the wildest stories and the biggest wins. Whether you decide to DM a mentor, start that blog, or adopt a llama named Kevin for tax purposes, you've got to make a move. The choice doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get you moving. At the very least, you'll have an epic story to tell the next time you find yourself at a party talking to someone who owns way too many snakes. And let's not forget, even the most successful people make weird decisions all the time. Like Tony Robbins didn't become Tony Robbins by sitting on the couch, waiting for a neon sign from the universe. The man started doing ice baths and high fives himself in the mirror before breakfast, and look at him now. Big teeth, bigger hugs, and probably has a private jet the size of Rhode Island with leather seats that probably smell like eucalyptus. The point, you don't become great by playing it safe. You think Bezos second-guessed his choice to sell books online? No way. The man doubled down, built Amazon, and now looks like Vin Diesel if Vin Diesel sold cloud storage. Your dream life is one wild decision away. And the best part, there's no right way to start. Maybe you'll build a brand around extreme ironing, or invent a smart toaster that tweets inspirational quotes when your bagel's done. Or maybe your first move is something small, like getting a weird haircut just because it feels right. You know, where you have no idea where it's going to lead. One day you might find yourself on a yacht with Jeff Goldblum and DJing a dolphin, explaining how it all began with the spontaneous trip to Target. But if you wait, if you sit around hoping that the universe will hand you the perfect opportunity on a golden platter, you're going to miss it. Life doesn't come with training wheels. There's no tutorial level, it's just you. Some weird ideas and a ticking clock. One minute you're 25 thinking I have time, the next you're 80 yelling at a pizza delivery drone because it landed in your koi pond. Don't be that person. So here's the deal. Make the choice, make a decision, send the text, buy the domain name, start the ferret themed podcast nobody asked for. Whatever it is, just do it. Because if you wait too long, the llamas will have left, the kombucha will be expired, and the yacht party with Diplo will be over. And the only thing worse than making a ridiculous choice is not making any choice at all.